Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Newton say make the Supreme Court of Nigeria do the authentic verification. He say Edo people voted for PDP, ASUE Ighodalo and Barrister Osarodion OGIE. He also called for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Make I leave you, make you for hear the message wey Comrade Newton bring come here today. Try watch this video from beginning to the end. He put mouth for so many things.
No hola huri. Who dance your to it where you there? Go and look at 100 years old men. We go they all see clearly. A daughter no wear glasses in women hand do amwe bogbina. Because am again and we wa need cataract no raw no useless set of people. I go and even when you even talk constructively, they don't need it. Me I na that me dey. Oh man, suffer with my no bell. Who they suffer? Who they suffer? You were very unkept as at your age. You would dare. Yeah, I want more cuts. Say, "What down? We will not pass." A glass when you are what you eat here. Who you wear? I can't lie to because we're there now. The man always can't keep glass in the one. When we glass, you don't do after no man back. No why I want me go war magmo. 2017 we lead a protest about the shenanigans how they were using our private oil well for individual. But right now, we supported bad government who hold up for record is Eghosa Ugbo. We are here but name and we all magmo. A palace in fighting, I fight in war. The palace even have problem. We have problem with that one. We might cook if you were you one. In the society where you corner the work where we are surviving, where we going to deal with it. Do you think I have anything I will lose today in Nigeria or down? Oh, why I go one? No, why I go women is he not living? Why I go while he's living? Okay, everybody. Do you know the natural disaster that have happened all over the world? Where is happening? But what are we doing with our own? And we have the justice system of Nigeria holding our vote. Up to today, nobody is speaking again. Nobody is hashtagging. The Supreme Court done the right thing. And we have given up that nothing good will ever come out. But if we begin to make our supplication, no, to God. You say, I will fight your fight, you will hold your peace. You have to tell God, look at how my fight look like. I want you to go and visit with calamity and fire that brimstone to the Supreme Court of Nigeria to make sure the right thing is done because of what's happening in Edo State. Okpebolo that came out. He was bragging. He's going to do this and this. Go and look at the Edo State today. It's flooded. Even where they were not supposed to be flooded, it's flooded because they did not clean up the drainage. They don't know the meaning of governance. They just pray what they think is that governance is all about you collect power and begin to use it to oppress anybody. During Obaseki, I have not seen where talks will mobilize on a broad daylight. You go and destroy people's house. Those are censorship. All these people you see that support them on media, they pay them to make sure they pervert justice. They pay them. How many of us speaking the truth today? How many of us? Don't you see the people that will benefit from ASUE? Who ASUE counts thousands of naira? He gave it to them for palliatives. Support us. They have turned their back on him. They are not praying one government. That all the institutions of Baseki build, educational institution, that is everything is gone. Everything is gone. Nothing is working. But if the Supreme Court of Nigeria want to have peace, they should do the needful. If not, I guess every one of you is going to go to Guantanamo because the justice system all over the world is going to be checkmated. It's hard time you make name for yourself. And the only way you can make name for yourself, you have to give the right judgment because it's about getting down. I know BBC have not announced this yet, but I can announce it to you. Every one of us saw recently, for those of us that do research, that Donald Trump jokingly said that Joe Biden have been gone since 2020. I told you guys that Joe Biden is not alive. Did I tell you people or no? What did they charge Joe Biden for? He was charged for treason. One rising to each and every one of you, all the lovers of freedom and all the critical thinkers. Bring you good tidings from the Most High God, the Creator that was not created as we were told. The one that sees the ending from the beginning. Bringing good tidings from our ancient father. Bringing good tidings from all the galactic forces. All the cosmic energies. Please, if you lay hand on this very broadcast, don't hesitate to share because it contains information that is going to cause transformation in your life. You know, I told you before this time that when your cloud is full, your rain must fall. What you sow is what you reap. Galatians 6 verse 7 says, don't be deceived. Our God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sow, that shall reap. You're so fighting for freedom for people and standing in the gap for people. God Almighty will always be there on the day when you'll be experiencing your own downfall. Because nobody will know the sea for this life. Please, today being on Thursday 5th, June 2025. Thursday 5th June 2025. Thursday 5th June 2025. Please, if you are watching, don't hesitate to share this very broadcast among your loved ones. Before I even do my sharing, let me just quickly introduce the topic. If I thought I did not share, I will share later. The Supreme Court of Nigeria do the authentic verification. Those states voted for PDP, ASUE. That's what they voted for. We want the Supreme Court of Nigeria to do the needful because of what is coming. Only what is going to leave, what is going to save you about what's coming. It is the reputation you left behind. I don't talk on issues like this in most cases for quite some time right now. We have not talked about this, and we have not also talked about the release of His Excellency Nnamdi Kanu and San Moekpa. But until finally today, God has entrusted me to pass a warning even to the Finnish government. If the Finnish government betrays San Moekpa, they are going to be expecting calamity in that very country. Before God sent calamity, always send warning. And remember, I told you in that book of Jeremiah 3, I know a lot of people don't believe, but God has really energized me to always tell you this one, so that if you want to start rigmaroling, you shouldn't malign anything I say from this very exalted platform, because we believe in the truth and nothing but the truth. As it was scripted in the book of Jeremiah 3 verse 15, he said, I will send you a pastor according to my heart, that will teach you with knowledge and understanding. And Isaiah chapter 4 verse 6 also makes it clear. He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So we are urging the justice system of Nigeria and justice system of Finland to do the needful. We remember vividly on how the Finnish government, or the Finnish, how they get their freedom from Russia. They went into armed struggle. A man, San Moekpa, told the Finnish government, he submit anything that he need to submit, that I'm fighting for freedom for my people. Because of OGIE that was given to Finnish government, you betray a man who told you that he want to liberate his people. Finnish government is the one that sold San Moekpa to EU and United Nations. They are the one that is ready San Moekpa banned. But by the grace of God, new rebel code will be open soon. Go and add the DOG in America, go and add the deep state of what President Donald J. Trump and our ancestors, he judged them massively. Where was the Finnish government when all your people were injected with poisonous substance? Where were you if you were to be good? San Moekpa still, he submitted in your parliament the necessary document. Then you told him, go ahead. You end up betraying that young man. I'm giving you 7 days ultimatum. I'm going to be raining curses. I'm going to be raining calamities upon the Finnish government, so that you will also bear the heat. Our people is dying on Lu as we speak. The whole Nigeria will be taken over by bandits. The only fault that we have, who have saved up by Nigeria not being colonized by now, is Biafra Liberation Army. And right now you want our people to be quiet. You are there, your people will be protected. In 7 days time, nothing is done about it. We are going to be exposing every Finnish citizens. We are also going to expose you to the calamity from the ancient father. We are going to be exposing you to the calamities that are going to be raining upon this world. We will expose you. We will only pray and support as many people that are standing to make sure we have a liberation. That's what we are going to be doing. I always give out my warning before judgment. Before I lay curse on UK, I told them on several occasions, free Nnamdi Kanu, they refuse to free Nnamdi Kanu. The UK, as we speak, is the most debilitated country in the world because they are under spell from the God of our ancestors. So the Supreme Court of Nigeria should do the needful and free Edo people. If you give this very mandate back to the people, because Edo people came out in the gubernatorial election of 2024, they voted massively because they wanted a divine change. But our political terrorists, our political cabal in Edo State, who are too much self-centered, headed by Okpewolo, they ran the election and they stole the will of the people. If you never want your right to also be stolen, you have to be doing the needful immediately to make sure that very mandate is returned to the people, because ASUE and Ighodaro is what the people voted for. Every neighbor person should know is your leader. They know that with ASUE, they can be able to get to their destination. Also, the same way the children of Israel, they knew that when Moses lead them, they will get to the promised land. That was why even when Moses were going, he also have his own son, who were Joshua. On one occasion, Moses made mistake. But at the end of the day, the same scenario, they were able to see the promised land. So ASUE and OGIE is what the Edo people voted for. And that mandate should be returned to SAMP. Otherwise, you are going to be facing the wrath of God Almighty. So free Nnamdi Kanu, free Samuel Ekpan, United Nations and European Union, and the Finnish government. What crime has Samuel Ekpan committed? The Finnish government, what crime has Samuel Ekpan committed? Before you guys get your freedom, it was not an easy task. This very young man told you vividly that I want to liberate my people. You said you are going to be giving him support. Because of OGIE way allegedly giving to you guys, they have been using Bianca Ojukwu. You thought we don't know what is happening? Finnish government, you think we doesn't know what you are doing? The judgment is knocking on your door already. The judgment is knocking on your door already. We will see whether the heavenly police will conquer the earthly police or not. We shall see. And the time is now. Then the Supreme Court of Nigeria should please return Edo State people's mandates that was stolen to ASUE and OGIE by APC political terrorists. You should do that SAMP. The justice system of Nigeria, help the people and also help yourself. What is coming is too big. The justice system of Nigeria, help the people and also help yourself because of what is coming. I know a lot of you do not read news. Go and read what's happening to the DOJ and the justice system of Nigeria. If every one of you know what this man, Mike Pence, that was the vice president to Donald J. Trump in the first tenure, go and ask where his whereabouts. Even go and ask Emmanuel Macron. Go and ask. What did do he read Emmanuel Macron? They will tell you. Go and ask. All worried that what happened to them. Go and ask what happened to Queen. Go and ask what happened to Joe Biden. Go and ask what happened to Obama. Go and ask what happened to Nancy Pelosi. Go and ask what happened to Hillary Clinton. Go and ask what happened to George Bush. Go and ask what have also happened to as many kings who intend to go after their people. I know you will not ask, but I'm sending this very clear warning to Nigerian justice system. Return Edo people's mandate to them that was stolen. If you look at it today, Edo State is under siege. They go after all freedom fighters that speak the undiluted truth. What they are trying to do right now is to make sure they censor everyone. If you criticize the government, they are crying for your extradition. That's why we're also committing about Obasa into the hands of God Almighty, that will be protected in that very UK. It is good we support every of our allies that stand by the truth. That's why right from the one, I've been supporting Samuel Ekpa in prayer, even in my advocacy, irrespective of the age, irrespective of the status quo. We don't care, because at the time we go one, we go all. That will be my living belief. But what he's fighting for, he's fighting for people to be liberated. He's fighting for humanity. Just the same way the Finnish government, when Russia unleashed on them, they got their very freedom from Russia. So I see no reason today why they should suppress anyone who is in their country, a citizen of their country, to make sure they doesn't free their people. Is the UN and the EU, are they showing deaf ear, or they doesn't have eyes of what's happening in Nigeria still today? That the federal government of Nigeria, they have not given the right to police to arrest any bandit, but they have given the right to arrest anyone who criticizes their government. Finnish government, remove the lumps in your eye, because I'm going to be raining curses on you people, and it will follow you, because you have heard and you are guilty of the offense you have been charged for. That's betrayal, and that's a treatable felony spiritually. Then this one is for Edo alien. Why are you guys not joining hands to help people in various villages from being attacked or being spied by Fulani herdsmen? They don't do it. I think someone shared one or two whatever with me recently when Samuel Ekpa were trying the court, one lady and one other woman. I don't know what's our people's problem, but I'm not going to be flogging that. Whatsoever a man so die shall reap. Those that sow smartly, we also reap smartly. Those that sow bountifully, we also reap bountifully. If you look at all freedom fighters today that the religion, what is those people's crime? What is Nnamdi Kanu's crime? That's why I do tell us, nobody knows tomorrow. And God knows the reason why I stand as one of the persons who have sued to make sure I speak for everyone that's been arrested, for everyone who they are laying costs unnecessarily, because you don't know when it's going to God get to you. You don't know when you are going to be answering your calling. That's why as many people, if you know you are by one way or the other, stand against any freedom fighter, go and pray for forgiveness. You have held against heaven, and the heaven one day may open your book, and they find out that on one occasion you have heard. Instead of them to also stand behind you, they will not stand behind you. I'm a living witness for all this very struggle. They look for me, but thank God I was hidden under the holy hands of the God of our ancestors. That's why I want that same protection to go to as many people who are fighting for our liberation. If you look at the recent side today, the same question I'll be asking, that will also give me the mind to ask on behalf of our brother, what is the crime of this very young man? This is what they do to all freedom fighters. At the time they know that you are not becoming a voice, what they do, they want to silence you. The same way they silence Nnamdi Kanu. They locked him all in the jail. And see, they silence Nnamdi Kanu. Even all these arches in social media, they could even buy one double barrel and create a civil defense corps. They didn't even create a civil defense. The lowest ones, okay, I'm trying to manage the insecurity in my village. They don't bloody care about it. All they know, they mock about someone who is in prison. If Ibrahim Traore was arrested, if he is arrested tomorrow, may God not let bad thing happen. These same people, they will also mock at him, that he thought he has power so much. If you are really simple, that's why if you must have to follow anybody, you must have to follow any person, that this person is my mentor, this person is a presenter, make sure you follow people that are critical thinkers. It took somebody that is a critical thinker to support his neighbor. I saw my comment yesterday in YouTube. A guy wrote, I used to follow you, you are a very good person. After raining praises on me, he now wrote, why are you always supporting Abba? I'm not supporting Abba. I'm defending the truth. I'm not supporting Abba. I'm defending the truth. That's why people are not getting clear. What is happening is not all about Abba here. If we have joined hands together to make sure we rescue Nnamdi Kanu, and we intend to correct the justice system of Nigeria, the people today, they will not have the temerity to go after anybody. Did you know if we also leave Samuel Ekpa in jail right now, we don't intercede physically or spiritually to make sure we speak that what he's doing, he has been betrayed by the Finnish government. He has been betrayed because Bianca have given them one year way or 2 year way in Nigeria allegedly. Then they will keep on taking us away one way or the other. That's what they do. That's why we must have to be united. He said, let the fool go to the city of ants and be wise. What you learn from the city of ants, they are very cooperative. Amos 3:3 make it clear again. He said, can two work together except they agree? We must have to first agree to ourselves that we are suffering. We must have to first agree to ourselves the position we are today is not where we are supposed to be. We must have to agree to ourselves that neo-colonialism that is ever fresh and green in our memory, we need to eradicate it. That's the only way we can get our true freedom. If not, we go nowhere. Every one of us is aging right now. 20 years plus another age you have spent so far. My dear, you are gone. When are you going to get the enjoyment? When are we going to ever one day enjoy? That's why I'm studying the gap to make sure the truth is still established in Edo State. So we want this truth to go all around. Your freedom has been released. If there's anything like heaven, your freedom has been released. You have to place it forth. It's like when a crane is dropping something very gigantic. You know, when anything gigantic is in the air, a baby can push it, except it might have touched the floor or touch anything. So right now, your freedom is coming. You have to direct it, or whether I try to meander or not, you have to direct it to the appropriate hole. Your freedom has been released. You have to speak the undiluted truth. Stand as a patriot vigorously. Support what is right. Any person that you see, they are trying to silence his voice, and you know that that person is doing incredibly well, support the very person. Because what is happening today is a spiritual revolution. If you miss it now, you will never get it again. America is already in the golden age. They are drawing Canada along. Greenland is sensing their golden age. Panama Canal is sensing their golden age. Australia, something is about to happen in Australia. New Zealand, they are happy because the trumpet is about to blow. Everywhere is happening. But what are we doing with our own? And we have the justice system of Nigeria holding our vote. Up to today, nobody is speaking again. Nobody is hashtagging. The Supreme Court done the right thing. And we have given up that nothing good will ever come out. But if we begin to make our supplication known to God, you say, I will fight your fight, you will hold your peace. You have to tell God, look at how my fight look like. I want you to go and visit with calamity and fire that brimstone to the Supreme Court of Nigeria to make sure the right thing is done because of what's happening in those states. Okpebolo that came out, he was bragging, he's going to do this and this. Go and look at the whole Edo State today is flooded. Even where they were not supposed to be flooded, there's flood there because they did not clean up the drainage. They don't know the meaning of governance. They just pray what they think is that governance is all about you collect power and begin to use it to oppress anybody. During Obaseki, I have not seen where talks will mobilize on a broad daylight. You go and destroy people's house. Those are censorship. All these people you see that support them on media, they pay them to make sure they pervert justice. They pay them. How many of us speaking the truth today? How many of us? Don't you see the people that even benefit from ASUE? Who ASUE counts thousands of naira? He gave it to them for palliatives. Support us. They have turned their back on him. They are not praying one government. That all the institutions of Obaseki build, educational institution, that is, everything is gone. Everything is gone. Nothing is working. But if the Supreme Court of Nigeria want to have peace, they should do the needful. If not, I guess every one of you is going to go to Guantanamo because the justice system all over the world is going to be checkmated. It's that time you make name for yourself. And the only way you can make name for yourself, you have to give the right judgment. Because it's about getting down. I know BBC have not announced this yet, but I can announce it to you. Every one of us saw recently, for those of us that do research, that Donald Trump jokingly said that Joe Biden have been gone since 2020. I told you guys that Joe Biden is not alive. Did I tell you people or no? What did they charge Joe Biden for? He was charged for treason. A lot of you, anytime we talk to you, because you have not seen the bill, you cannot compare myself with you. I was calling to this. Just the same way God, they call your fake pastor who do. Me, I know they do fake miracle. Anything I tell you must come to pass. You are going to see what's going to happen to Finland. You are going to see what the ancestors. He said there's a man to pray, there's a God to answer, not be lie. If you want to know how powerful our word is, go and see what's happened to Edo. We raised up a revolution against the name of Yomba today. It's no longer effective. Do you think it was an easy task? It's not an easy task. That's why the only thing right now that is remaining with them, anytime you talk to Okpebolo, it's like you are insulting the palace. That's what they know how to do. They cannot advocate. They are never one. Have you seen any Edo alien today that they are speaking on behalf of the citizens? No. They always after who have criticized Okpebolo today, who have talked this today. A good government gives room to criticism. And in most cases, people criticizing you will not even make you to know what to do. There are most people today, they would have not changed their shirts. They would have not loved to look good. If not the gossipers. There was a day I prayed for gossipers. May God bless them. I've seen people that they have gossip, you know they need before you go they need. Amen. At the time they keep on you, they hear rumor. Maybe anytime you pass, you know they smell well. Nothing like that guy. Anytime he pass you, he go give you more encouragement. That's the use of gossipers. Even drunkard in the community people their matter they play. If you want to know the method that is going on in the community, go and ask a drunkard. At times, God also uses drunkard to speak about what's happening in the village that even a man that have a sense of humor cannot say it. Everybody is important. If you must do well, you have to give room to criticism. If you must do well, that is just it. Now, let's go back to Samuel Ekman. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, betrayed by the DOS. Nobody told me he was betrayed by the DOS. I knew myself. Then I went to the river. I called upon our ancient father. I called upon Mother Goddess. What I prayed about to happen to DOS, it happened to them. They scattered. Did you hear of them again? Even there was one ultra man. I warned him. I have never one day write comment to reply anybody. When he unleashed Samuel Ekman, I was the one that unleashed Samuel Ekman Joshua because of the potentiality that was on him. Because Nnamdi Kanu told the Biafra people, the good one, say Samuel Ekman is bringing different dimension to Biafra liberation. I was not working on that. I was working from my own perception. This is what God had laid in my heart. Then I told our people, follow him. I named him Joshua. When Moses couldn't continue the journey, it was Joshua who led the children of Israel to the promised land. So in any struggle, there must be Moses, there must be Joshua, there must be Aaron, and there must be Caleb. A lot of persons want to be the only Moses. That's why they doesn't stretch hand of fellowship to other person. I stretch hand of fellowship, even though danger day. I will stretch it. Now, that very guy I was talking about, that ultra man, I warned him. But later we heard that guy Akpa. There are people you don't need to worry. It just is the way right now. They are worrying this our brother in Benin. They don't know what is going to come for them. Now, if you must understand, or he himself I'm talking about right now, must understand, these are some of the things that also made them to run after Samuel Ekman. These are some of the things that make Edo alien to also jubilate that Nnamdi Kanu was arrested. Because he was bringing salvation to the people. And right now, this our brother are not going to armed struggle. He's just speaking the truth for the truth to come out. He intends to remove the veil of censorship that was put in his heart. He no longer sees himself as a politician. For how long will I becoming a just remain a politician? Let me also advance. Let me also accelerate so that I bring a better society for my people. And right now they unleash on him. That's the same way they also unleash on the past freedom fighter that we refuse to support. If we must have a better society, we that are critical thinkers, let's not always look at issue from one perspective. Let's combine the past. Let's look it from various perspectives. What is the crime of this very person? What was Nnamdi Kanu bringing? So that my people will have life and have it in abundance. The mission of the bad cabals, the Nigerian government, the Britain, the deep states, the EU and the UN, the WHO, the World Health Organization, which is World Health. It's not the World Health, it's called the World Health. That WHO. What they were bringing, look at it. The only way I can save my people, let me go into armed struggle to protect my land. All say to the look at what happened in Abraka yesterday. Look at what's happening in the whole Nigeria. Nobody's coming to come and save you. Now, have you been able to realize that what Nnamdi Kanu meant for us was for good? Nnamdi Kanu have already started his own struggle. Ibrahim Traore never dey wear pants. Or he don't dey wear pants that time, just growing up. But every one of us today, we are crying for Ibrahim Traore. We believe no who don't done, who you don't done. We are friends to who you don't done. We are enemy to who never put for fire. That's the kind of person we are. And there's never a time our light will ever shine if we continue with this kind of mindset. We don't want to go through any struggle. Tell some person right now, our struggle have taken a different dimension. Let's join together to do it. They begin to drop back. They don't want, some people does not want people to identify themselves with you, that I'm with that very man. How many people today can come, brother, I want to do video with you to show them solidarity with you. A lot of people can just say, okay, in the platform, we are with you. But when it comes about bringing out faces, they may not. But I bring out my face to support our brother Abbas. I bring out my face, I bring out everything about me. This is who I am. I've been bullied, I've been attacked, I don't care. Because what he's saying is true. What he's saying is going to bring salvation to the Edo life. Such is also applicable to every person that is in prison today. Such is also applicable to Samuel Ekman. What Samuel Ekman is doing, he might make one or two mistakes by not recognizing he was supposed to recognize this and that. We're no longer talking about that. We are talking about what is he doing. Forget about the action. Let's check the motive. What is the motive behind his broadcast? So that our people will not be quiet. That's why I affiliate myself with every freedom fighter. Let them come and pick me, they will pick me. If hatred does not happen in that very prison, not coming human being. I'm not a man that we arrest and go scot-free. I know what I carry. Fire will rain from heaven. Let them try. Have they not tried before? All the means they tried, because I told you about VFAS. They ran after me and I was placed under radar. But thank God, we are not more than God. It's just that we are not united. That's why it is good if you are fighting for freedom. Make sure your hand is clean. Don't always be pompous. Pomposity have landed most of our brother into problem. Pomposity, what it does, it shade the cloud of protection over you. But if you are a free man like me, you can go to any length with anybody. If you see that they are struggling upon this person, you leave your struggle and intend to support the person. I bet you nothing will happen to you. You will be protected. You will never be persecuted. Because before the arrest happened, they first arrest you in the night. I felt one of the most strongest struggles. I told you their food were contaminated, and today I'm saying it again, and my advocacy is going to bring as many who are complicit of our people poison. They change our blood and change our DNA. We are going to be rising it like this all the time. Until they are being brought to book under New Rebel Code 2.0. That is what we stand for as a patriot. Whatever wants to happen, let it happen. We don't back down in any fight. We support anybody that speaks the truth. Let Edo bring it on. They have been running kata kata kiti kiti. There is no sacrifice they have not made to silence me. It can't happen. Except when I hear against God Almighty. That's when it happens. Can you arrest a spirit? Can you arrest breeze? You can't. If you cannot arrest breeze, how do you think you can arrest Newton? So we should be very, very careful. If we must come into this very realm of advocacy or come trying to become a patriot, please be very, very truthful. Let this thing be fundamental in you. Anytime you see that this person is speaking the truth, whether it's your friend or not, support him. Use it to make critical example. Make example with that very person. That's the only way unanimously we can be able to survive together. Because Amos 3:3 make it clear. He said, can two work together except they agree? There must be an agreement in consciousness. There must be an agreement that we are suffering together. There must be an agreement that these people, that they are bad. There must be an agreement. There must be an agreement. In unity we stand. That was why King David made it clear in the book of Psalm 133. He said, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. He know that before he conquered Goliath, there was an agreement in the spirit, and there was cooperation between the God of his ancestors and all the galaxy that was around. That was why a sling of stone could bring down the giants. So if we must succeed, there is a sense where we must have to read some biblical references to compare our struggle, and then we stand. I am unmovable. My destiny is undecodable. Yes, I can be able to face this Goliath. I will bring it down. He said, who is this mountain before Zerubbabel? You become plain. And it was plain. So don't be waiting for all these big pastors and your big politicians to save you. Moses was not the firstborn in Israel. There were men after Moses. They spent 400. The time God gave to them because of the sin they committed, or their forefathers. He said, you are going to be in the hand of your enemy for 400 years. 20 years was added to it. Do you know why? Because there was a lot of misconception. That a man that we are giving birth to and throw inside the water, because the Pharaoh palace, they have already enacted the law that any female child born, any male child born of the Hebrew must be killed, because they know that if we leave them to grow, they will one day join our enemy to fight us. That was what Pharaoh was having in his mind. So the people that are going to give you your freedom are going to be ridiculous. Don't be so surprised. The person that's going to draw the attention of the military alliance, the person that's going to draw the attention of Xi Jinping to Edo State, the person that's going to be drawing John Huang to Edo State, the person that's going to be drawing President Donald J. Trump to Edo State, the person that's going to be drawing Putin to Edo State, it may be a voice you never expected. Even when we even have a state governor, we also need another freedom. Because there is a traditional neo-colonialism that is evergreen, that our team, we are pretty, our team, a higher hand, who can sentence them, who can do a forensic analysis. Look at how many people you have fired in this very place you call your kingdom. They never a time can have freedom. The kind of freedom Burkina Faso have is what the one we are looking for. Freedom from outside. Common freedom of speech that you can even buy in those here, we don't have it. Just look at the recent whatever. Even without you even talking to the palace now. If they want, look at Curtis Eghosa Ugbo. Anything. I saw a video yesterday where we were passing warning. As many of you that are insulting our palace, go and kill them and go and fight them. What are you still waiting for? Okay, where even money and here big. You can see that we have a lawless state, and he passing that threat, he will go away with it. Nobody question them. Now, what is the crime of somebody that speaks? And you really verify that this thing is bad, not that this person lied. Or the lie that this person lied, he lied giving you. Right now, if you invaded us again, this was the same thing they did during the time of Obaseki. The ancestors of the ex-governor of Edo State. This was the same thing they did. Because Obaseki refused to support their shenanigans, they hated him. So you have to support anything that comes from that place. How will everybody live one kind of archaic life supporting him? I was born to speak the truth. So if you are born, you were incubated or you were hatched to say lies, go and be saying your lies. Leave the people alone. They will never use their mouth to preach without indictment, without putting fear on you. They will never. All they do, they want to make you afraid to drop that trouble. Go and investigate and pass as many people as you can. Have you got on leech Fulani on our people? Up to now, none of them can talk about Fulani leave our bush. None of them. Don't you see everywhere is silent? Kidnapping right now become the order of the day. That's why we are urging the Supreme Court of Nigeria. If you want to live and enjoy your wife and enjoy your children, if you doesn't want the calamity of Emidu, if you doesn't want the calamity of our ancient father, give the right judgment and give that mandate to whom is fit, because he's fit to capture the ship or the boat to its destination, which is ASUE and OGIE. Imagine I voted for you. These are areas where it's so ironical. I voted for you. Then somebody came, or I gave you something. I give you money. Chairman take, or sister take, or madam take, or my pikin take. Then somebody just came and snatched that money away from you. I'm not supposed to leave the person I was giving that thing to chase it alone. I also gave her the thing. I will also join. So I'm urging you right now, it's not still too late. You can start late and still become the latest. We can still win in the Supreme Court if we do the needful. If ASUE government can liaise with Donald Trump government It's just a phone call, or they use the ambassador of America to Nigeria to speak that we are interested to see how Edo State move forward. As we collate what has been happening recently, that you are a patriot, you want to deliver your people, go to America, see any of the senators. Donald Trump government is accessible so that they help you to put a call through to the justice system of Nigeria. They know what is coming for them. They might be showing deaf ear, but they know what is coming for them. If the commander-in-chief all over the world, a lot of you that are conversant with information, go and see when he go to Middle East. All the generals were saluting him. They don't salute normal president. They are not supposed to even be there because not you they can't see. But all of them, they were saluting. They were giving him the maximum respect because the commander-in-chief. Only person that is not commanding is the bandit we have as the army chief of staff, Christopher Musa, because Christopher Musa is a bandit. Christopher Musa have no Fulani today, terrorists in his custody, but he have a lot of civilian innocent people they place in their custody, and they also have some aliens who they are paid to make sure they sabotage us in social media, and calamity is also coming for them. You call yourself a citizen of a country. Samuel Ekman have been tried in the court. All you do right now is to start doing meneske. You do not bloody care. After all, it does not concern me. After all, it's Samuel Ekman. What about when it happens to you tomorrow? What about when it now happens to you tomorrow? What are you going to do? That's why most of our people, they are so fake. All they just know is all about them. I must be the one to reign. I'm not even doing this thing for me to be popular. I'm doing it to make sure we establish the truth in our society. It may even be that I'm not even destined to live all my life in Edo State. Have you one day reasoned that? Or do you look at me like somebody that wear Edo State different? Or when Nigeria different? I'm very okay here. If I say in Africa, let's make Africa to be okay. I'm saying it because there are people right now which this very environment is toxic for them. We need to build an liberal environment they can go. I can live all my life here. I'm not bothered. But when we shout at times, not be everybody waits they pull pot for fire and they're hungry. But because of our cake idea, because we are not critical thinker, anytime we see person say, "Mo, go cook," you're teaching that person they're hungry. It may just be how we were born and brought up. Like for me, I live one kind of lifestyle. There was a time in 2012, 13, 14, through 15, when we were into car business together. When I'm leaving home, I always want to go with cooler full up of water, mineral, anything drinkable. Then toast this pollo also with all medembende. One of my guys was always saying as if I was a glutton. Chairman, where you take Panyawaro Mariela? At the end of the day, I may not even eat. They will be the one to eat the food. I swear to God. It was later I now knew that, you were born and brought up like this. I thought you were that hungry. I thought I would be working anytime. I let her stop bringing. Before you can't turn me to another thing. Then, Chairman, Mo Congo, my brother. We walk until we finish. All the cow went to go and push. I will not come out. Now say, you cannot see to it that not be me the hungry. This was what I learned right from time when I came to Europe. There are so many things that are supposed to be inherent and inalienable. It will just be an inbuilt something. But when you try to display it outside, so many persons will feel that you'll be JJC. At times, people like us does not smoke nor drink. People feel we are not hard. I don't need to smoke and drink before I can say Kabaka is a terrorist. Smoking makes you to lose your brain. It makes you to regret your action. Drinking makes you to lose your brain. It makes you to regret your action. So me and the combine, at the time I combine anointing and anointing together, and the heart have been, sterilized. If you are regretting your action, I will not regret my own. Because I took my action vividly. From a normal sense. How will I drink alcohol before I come and talk to you? No. I'm going to tell to you from a clear. That's why I've never wanted to do broadcast and read. I don't want water. I'm sorry. If I say you are stupid today, like midget now, is a moron for life. Everybody, you were wanted a freedom fighter right now. Do not decamp. Do not become a useless politician. The most awkward politician today you can ever talk. I think he's proud to be APC. With American passport, he's proud to be an APC. Now, what does APC stand for? APC mission is in John 10:10. To kill, to steal, and to destroy. The same APC government is the one that have unleashed mayhem on the village where you're from today. The same APC government have warned up police. Do not go after Fulani. Leave them, let them buy your people. The same party is still claiming is. Then you want to call such a person a normal person. He has not become an ex-freedom fighter. And normally they don't see it anointed. If you are anointed, you are anointed. He is the first man to become an ex-anointed. And such a person, pour on his face, is a moron. This is a man who cannot hold his audience. Preaching, advocating, apart from gossiping. Relaying other people's video. Other people are doing video, using it to make some kind of dubious and use you to make unnecessary sentences. Just the way I'm doing here. How will I write your name? Anywhere I feel that I can't tell one was one macon. I can't tell one no key worry. Even measure what back you were wasu. Because you guys are bad role model. But is he not in Malaya right now? The same man that used to follow him in 2017. We went to the first process we had was in Rome. Now the same man said today, give me a video that new thing, and you don't change. He was the one that called me, you know, wasuna igbinana wagbina for by politician me that you told. I can't even do and pass you. Why not also look at it that I promise this man something. Zero corruption. Zero tolerance to corruption. Zero tolerance to oppression. Zero tolerance to xenophobia. He is not the head of a spiritual xenophobia. A midget is the head of a spiritual xenophobia. He is the most corrupt human being on earth. That's why we are going to be placing investigation on him in America. We first test whether he cognitively declined, whether not bad in brain, and we even know whether he's dead allegedly. Say then clone him. Because America is the headquarters of cloning. Yeah, I think we're cloning many. Because a man with that sense cannot be doing that. Now, you that say no to injustice. Now, injustice were done to Edo people. Each of you to still be shouting today, Supreme Court. Right now, we went from a tribunal. Tribunal did not do it well. Appeal Court does not do their own. Supreme Court, you go pass the right judgment. If you pass the right judgment, our people will not be dying in Orion. I will not support anything that by our people. I support everything that will bring glory, that will elevate us as a human being, that will give us our core value, that will make us to be in a safe society. That is what I support. For those of you that are carried away, I and Albert have not spoken since this matter started. I'm supporting the truth from here. Also support the truth from Soweto. Support the truth from Burkina Faso. Support the truth from Niamey. Support the truth from Tunisia. Support the truth wherever. Support the truth from Orion. Then when God now evaluated the same way God evaluated the crowd of Israel in the book of Genesis 3 verse 9. He said, Moses, I'm saying to go and meet Pharaoh because I saw on how the Egyptian is oppressing the Israelites. God collected everything. He sent Moses. Now at the time we are able to fill our cloud with tears and advocacy, God have no option. What they want, our matter go join enter Donald Trump mind. Oh, well, there is a state that I know is Edo State. Who is the so and so person of that place? You can call anybody to verify. It may even be that you were there and make one call. You can just be discussing one day. Do you know Edo State? How can we help the people? Then you that just watch right now, you may just end up and you go take the glory. Okay, sir, I know it. What can people do for us? You go say, okay, don't worry. What is your problem? Now you don't know the problem. What are you going to say? Hosea chapter Exodus 14 verse 14. God will fight your fight. You will know. You will hold your peace. You have to know what Edo State is passing through. If you want to give them that information, you are going to start it from the palace. Woman has shown a palace. You have not gotten it right. Tell them where our placenta were buried. Also, as far as explaining, they do us something, Oga. Now, fish, catfish, they do us something. You know what's Eonriri, man? What do you mean by Eonriri? They do it voodoo so that our people will be senseless. Just the same way, Pam Bondi, when he was elected, Donald Trump intended to increase the tariff of the Mexico and the one of Canada. Do you know what? The word called fake now. Now through Canada and Mexico, therefore they bring entire America. And those things, if they take person away consciousness, immediately, if I don't affect me, why I immediately because it is by no me. All la lockman, you know la lockman. a glutton. He's a glutomania. Now Donald Trump look at it. To stop this very nonsense, he called Justin Trudeau to order. He called him to order. We have to stop this thing. The reason why Donald Trump were fighting border, because he know the criminality where they come from that border. Now they for the tap the teeth picking. Now they carry fat, now they come where me get the bar. Now they all manner of bad things for the happen. That's why he stopped it. He was not just stopping it just for the people, because people where they do trafficking, they come from there and many parts. So if we criticize on certain things, we are criticizing it because we know the adverse effect it is to our people. So if anybody asks you, what is the problem of Edo? First of mention the palace. Then how do I kill Azabo? That's the headquarters. That's why if you must rule in Edo, you have to do the will of the palace. Now, tell me, the palace that have been there for more than 800 years, tell me one particular thing they have established that it's the palace that do this. They have not given us human rights. They have not cleared our bush. They don't even give us good tradition. We grow up and say, that was why when you buy land those days, if now only small kitchen like this, your roof on, that house is for you forever. Right now, we don't have a tradition again. Don't say traditionless. You can do whatever thing you want. You can marry two sisters, no problem. You can make love even with your siblings, no problem. Don't say the governmentally lawless, spiritually lawless, nothing is working. That's why they misbehave. A man, if you are not foolish, they destroy somebody's house, or that will say you have to do comparison. What you support others to do to other people, it will also happen to you one day. That's how we also pass our judgment. That was the sense of human we learn from our father and our mother. That was it was almost scripted in the book of Luke 6. If you can give me a biblical latitude, Luke 6 verse 31. He said, do unto others likewise what you may have them to do to you. Now, if you know that if they destroy your heart, you will not be happy. Why are you celebrating that person's heart that way? Illegally destroyed by some thugs who is in FBI net. I heard recently now that it was even deported from Italy to Greece. Greece in Okia, we are aware. I never even knew we were deported. That's why let's always mind what we support. What you logically support today will consume it tomorrow. This our brother then. He was the one, he felt that this very man was good. That was why he fought for him. Look at it right now. He has fought for him. It is not every dog you see where one die. Not be that they give food. Some of them, they are looking for the last strength to bite you. Somebody that helped you, do you remember those one again? When midget unleash on you, he wanted to eradicate your life. The same man that you went to his house to say, my brother, we your boy man. The same man you mobilized to go and destroy his house. The same man you told that you want to buy his father and his mother. Because why? In announced that you were in EFCC custody. Not even one insult they can bring today that man. It was after the whole event. Because he had no option than to Zao. That was why I was never insulting midget at the time. I was talking to him constructively. He threw his dirty man upon my late father blessed memory. That man is too vast in Galate. He threw his mat on my dad. Today, I record some midget. Midget. That is it. Because pray not to ever lose your respect of the Roman. That's why I respect every person. Before anybody can start any cause on me, accepting your position, women work out could wait it about me. And nobody say that with respect. With respect, you know. I build up a reputation that I know the offend person. Whether I know they can't age. Bro. As you greet me, chairman, what's up? I don't mention people by his name. He was anywhere poor. I was not born and brought up like that. Bro, chairman, it does not mean. Or when I back on a but a lot of persons, look at people that are claiming fathers in social media today. They are only father in the chest, but they are not father in the brain. That's the problem that we have. Any person watching here, you are brain dead, you have brain fire, then you are supporting evil. How do you know responsible people at times? You know them due to what they support. So we must support the truth in our society, irrespective of whatsoever it may concern. Let us say na politician with the support and we no say men still they do well small. Therefore, still they talk say they don't give us money. As I declare my support, now Abba side now the truth dey. He never let a dolly talk now say they don't give you money. Okay, who pay me for injection? We are here, we are aware. God punish you down cut his Eghosa Ugbo there. Who pay me for injection? Who pay me? Who pay me that in 2020 it have been campaign? Who pay me? A lot of you are knowing for the very first time right now where a fake no ya baby terror. Because America want fake no. Our money. Thank God for our people who have also stopped it now. Look at what Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is doing right now. He want to remove GMO from our food. He want to clear the sky. It is not an easy thing. You need to add your voice to it. So let's keep on shouting. Se fata chia aike chia. Se fata yora aike yora. Say loke say. If it calls us to cry, we will cry. If it calls us to shout, we will shout. We have to advocate for a better society. Or why selling on one on now? Silence is not going to help us. Let's keep on doing the little. As you are sharing this one, who are sharing this guy don't talk about Samuel Ekman with the lay cost and I'm going to be laying cost on the Finnish government. 7 days ultimatum. I say what are you? You have you been here. As many Finnish leaders who have hand, who betrayed Samuel Ekman to arrest him. When he told you people, I want to liberate my people, you told him go. And they have given you all year where allegedly you intend to arrest Samuel Ekman so that Nigerians will die. You will be the one to die. You will be the one to die. You feel the mail met well for you. They will give you passport. They are giving you passport here. Your brothers are home, they are not protecting them. Instead of them to give me passport, that strength made them use and take talk to our leader. Passport where I forget for Europe. Make una take me a whole 1 year resident de waka. Make una. Make sure say una call the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Make them give the people vote to them. Yes. Stop sharing passports. I don't need a passport. What I need is a better society. A better society is better than American passport. It's better than. I want to have my own environment where I'm from. I want to go close to my ancestors so that my ancestors will also go close to me. So that's why there are a lot of things I'm not interested in. Any person that get it, I get you congratulations from my mind. I don't even know whether you are alive. I don't know whether you are not alive. Even if you know women, so that we may have a better society. Right now, our children we have no home to show to them. But every Finnish citizen today that we are giving birth to, they know their local government, they know their ancestors. Some of our children are 30 years, some of them are 30-something years, but they didn't know Orion up to today. They didn't even know how your bedroom look like. If you want to even go to Nigeria, you go and hire Ogbalege. For how long? Even when you are gone tomorrow. All those your house you suffer to build, now that your useless auntie and your useless siblings. Not you will be a girl can move one. If you are not fighting for Nigeria to be good enough, you better go and sell your house. Nobody releasing that house for your children. Even your mom will not even release it where you are both safe. So all the labor you labor, after all, a government of a school. Most of you today, you feel you are the one training your children. Hey, government, my dear, you have also sold out your children to them. They can decide tomorrow what. That's why they can knock on your door and collect your children. Because they are the one taking care of them. Have you trained your children in school? Have you labored that? Now your last money, $10,000. Now you take go pay school fees. How many of you feel they don't? Your children still went on loan. Your child will come the whole $500,000. Wait, take go masters. Because this society, you are not supposed to be. At the end of the day, now, the same your son that was a medical doctor was also the one who supported the poison you took. Not be a medical doctor who will train money for, have a pharmacist. But many just common laborer. Then we fooling who? That to say what our father treated down, or when we born mass of Osalobua. That was why if you read the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 8, don't tell this one to anybody, take this one home as an expo. He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. A lot of you does not have knowledge about anything. That won't make destruction to come. You have to know all these European leaders what they meant. You have to go and find out what does UN stand for. Since 1948, when UN were formed, they have never wanted to settle any dispute. UN, why don't you settle the war between Ukraine and Russia? I call upon you today. Go after UN and EU. What they meant for we, let it start happening to them. This is a sympathizer. This is a sympathizer. UN are human beings. Edo alien is also part of them spiritually. So it's a revolution without termination. At the time everybody around you is dead, you are also dead. Someone very close to you, not kidnapper, you are also in the kidnappers den. I will not pervert the truth. That's why I pray for everyone today. Standing speaking the truth. As many that run after you, they will do that. As many that want to silence the truth in our society, we will see your grave. We are going to see your ending. You will never see our ending. A lot of you that feel it's a joke. It's not a joke. That's why I do tell us at the time of your trial, do the little you can and leave the rest for God. It's an error for you not to do anything at all. Because you cannot be a part-time believer to fight a full-time devil. You can't. For you to fight principality, you have to be a principal. Learn to speak the truth. He said, you shall know the truth according to what was written in the book of John 8, verse 32. He said, you shall know the truth. That is why God is truth. The very day you start speaking the truth, you see all the angels in heaven begin to guide you. Where demand you? Let them bring it on. They can't bring it on. They know that anytime they come, they know what they see now. They try, deny, try. Bring it down. A lot of you don't know. That's why if you cannot speak, support people that speak. The most difficult thing to do in life, not be to make money, to speak the truth. Do you know what it takes? When there is censorship, because of you speaking the truth, people want to make you hungry. I have walked through the valley of the shadow of death. I know what it takes to stand for what is right. I know what it takes. People will unleash on you physically and spiritually. We thank God right now, the people that are coming up right now, they have support. When we started, there was no single support. It was just us and God. Nobody wants to even listen to you when we started. But all we mean, our mission is to make sure we establish the truth in our society. If not because everything is too spoiled, we are not supposed to be applying for passport here again. Rather than a revolution, leave our land. If you want to help us, stop sponsoring terrorism in our society. And they keep on sponsoring terrorism in our society. We are going to sponsor a spiritual terrorism here in Europe. In 1 week time, Finland refused to do something about Samuel Ekman. I'm going to draw in host of heaven all the galaxies that we hunt for Finland government and its citizens that are complicit about Samuel Ekman's arrest. I will do it. How can the life of the people does not bother you? Nigeria government, you are not calling Christopher Musa to order. Why are you not protecting your people? Then you are arresting a man who said, no, stop buying my people. A Finland government, you are. Bad people. Useless European Union. No wonder I'm not Beluwanumbu. I don't know why people don't even know, say, most of Unaya and Kunwa have a clone alien. Don't know what's their problem. Instead of our people to speak on one voice, they will never speak on one voice. People today, they are happy that any of our people that has been arrested. If any person will just speak true for society, something and put to them, you see our people jubilating. You see our people jubilating. What are you jubilating for? What are you jubilating for? What did you achieve? Somebody is arrested. They say those that need the gold must be ready to till the soil. We want a better society. We are not doing. Go and look at this lady in Benin. Tell me, say I'll be criticizing IPOB. One proactive measure you have put in place for his people. All he just does is to run after people that is fighting for freedom. How can your job be to fight truth? And only at those states you see such a thing. Your only job is just to fight the people that speak the truth. E.g. Curtis Eghosa Ugbo. Because that one was controlled. They run after the freedom fighters. Then you are not collecting their name. Where mama? Where my come and put your age on media and let me assess you. Useless set of aliens. I had that video. I was kind of collecting their names. Go after them. Just go. What am I going to do? No, I kidnap you. I kidnap you. No, I can't. Any person in Nigeria, no, you go in and leave. You don't know what you are doing. More than go by them. Because we are like mountain. We are by here. They threaten you blood the life. Only true now we go tell you about our government right now. Don't criticize the government. That's just the mission and they have. If you criticize the government, they put you on the radar. How will such a thing be done? We shouldn't talk about the government. Any person that talk about the government is an enemy to Edo. And right now there is a heavy rain. Because you guys did not clean the drainage, where there were not supposed to be erosion in Benin, erosion area, because they refuse to do the needful. Instead of them to call their government to order, now they are not calling him to order. Now just me do. I'm gonna suffer with my no bell. Who they suffer? Who they suffer? You were very unkept as at your age. You would dare. Yeah, I want more cuts and down. A glass when you are the F. Who you wear can lamoto because we're there now. The man always can't keep glass in the one. When we glass, you don't do after no magba. No way I want me to go war magma. 2017 we lead a protest about the shenanigans, how they were using our private oil well for individual. But right now, we supported bad government who will have for record is Eghosa Ugbo. We are here, but name and we all magma. A palace in fighting, I fight in war. The palace even have problem. We have a problem with that one. When my cook give you where you want. In the society where you corner where we are surviving, where we going to deal with it. Do you think I have anything I will lose today in Nigeria or down? Oh, why I go one? No, why I go women is he not living? Why I go why is living? Okay, everybody. Do you know the natural disaster that have happened all over the world? Go and look at the tornado that have happened the other time in America. Even the Dana that happened last year here in Spain. Even making them to increase all insurance cards now. My own insurance, more than 10% here increase because of that same thing that happened. Because the issue they lost woefully in that very region by 100,000 cars. Now water destroyed. About 100,000 cars. Now water destroyed. So have you seen some natural disaster? Now destroy person on the happy. Okay, now come build another one. Who even know whether most of us go even stay there though in our old age? Right now everywhere becoming good. You can buy your house at anywhere, live in peace. Even living among people who are back having worry, as they were yakina. What end up staying there? It's just for us to have a central hope because man, might worry. We build the state for them. I'm not building the state for myself. Don't mind anyone. He may build there nowhere Curtis Eghosa Ugbo. So that I get boy your kind of a glass away I will. No, you are there you here because of Pama. Agminano way. I'm more call you or we do you. A book or I'm here boy. Who way you've been on respect by a webona. When there are some certain areas you cannot go in the night. There are some certain areas you can't go in the night because you are a moron. You are not doing one particular video work, a video now. I'm doing it for the betterment of the state. You always criticize people that speak the truth. No one go talk boy cause you won't dance Eghosa Ugbo. One go any on talk boy. One me go here. One no red go anyway one can order. So if you any on here go Eghosa Ugbo. Nonsense, no man. Or what ladian, all his words are very annoying. We are your man who done no gbe o wagbon. No hola kuri. Who done? Who done say where you there? Go and look at 100 years old men. We go they all see clearly. A doctor no wear glasses in women hand do amwe bogbe na. Because ma get na we wa ni cataract no raw wa no gbe wagbon. Useless set of people. Even when you even talk constructively, they don't need it. Let's expose the government to not make an win and say nobody want anybody to die. But our people right now are being kidnapped. We have not seen a video you've done about it. Because you have nobody to blame. All of them is your friend. The traditional ruler is your friend. The political leaders is your friend. Now we that is speaking about the heinous in society is your enemy. Please, for those of you that are good, share this very broadcast. Keep on sharing it. So that we know part where you know so you feel court come out for this way interests you. In the justice system of Nigeria or the Finland, though you see court time. Put time for your raid. I will assure you can that's how it functions. One person don't feed one. One person don't feed one. You see share and put for your own. One day, then go share. So let's be hashtagging Supreme Court of Nigeria. Make them give people mandate to them. Make them give people what people vote for. Now PDP under ASUE and OGIE, now they vote. That's going to be the last session of the court, whatever. If they leave us like this, what God want to do to them, they don't believe their eye. So let's keep on doing it. On a very good day, as you keep on crying, our destiny helper go hear us. The reason why Pharaoh's daughter have compassion on Moses, will take brigand from inside water, now because Moses cried. Moses cried in a loud voice. So it's our time we have to cry. Let's not be so comfortable in where we are. Even though you are a content creator, you can also through your content feast up your society. If not for people now that are making the whole place to be better, by now everyone of us for don't fall the back. For don't fall the back. Agenda 2030, we are still trying to see what we do about it. We are praying seriously, vigorously, to make sure every one of us is alive. So let me believe in you guys here, Denzel Akim Saludo. Bye, ciao.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Newton. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.